Welcome back to Annihilation Overwatch League. I am Act1 E-Man. Joined by me is...
Oh, that's gonna be me, Shadowfang 2 out here. We're casting round one of the Tier 4 playoffs tonight. And, I think it's gonna be quite the banger. We've got a PNBF versus a low ground main. And I expect this to be a really good game. I'm very familiar with a lot of these players, actually, now that I'm looking at these two rosters. So I expect it to be very competitive.
most definitely. I'm excited to see some amazing Overwatch gameplay. Coming in soon, we just have some great stuff. This is obviously first round playoffs, but I'm thinking that they're all going to bring their A game. I'm thinking that this is going to be a very tough, very strong performance. What do you think, Shadow?
No, no, it's absolutely going to be a crazy game to witness here tonight. And, I think the best way that we can really introduce you to these teams is to talk about these rosters. So, first up, we're going to have PNBF, and it's looking like we're going to have Gatsby running that tank with Pistola and Seda on that DPS line. And then Solaire and Don't Fix on that back line. Solaire and Don't Fix known very well around the community. They have played in a ton of tournaments, a ton of gameplay between these two, both very strong support players. So I pay attention to that back line because it's going to be nigh impenetrable.
Most definitely. I do want to point out that they do have their favorite heroes listed on the screen right here. I'm hoping we don't see a backline of Life Weaver Lucio. It may not be the strongest, but maybe they can prove me wrong here. Maybe they're just going to be quite amazing at this. Who knows?
No, Solaire's just a troll. They're good at pretty much every hero. So like I said, you can see anything. Don't Fix most likely will be on that Lucio. They're really good at that hero, and Kiri Lucio's really strong right now. Knowing the PNBF players like I do, I expect them to come out on the hazard composition. I see no reason why they wouldn't just play what is considered meta at the moment. But then moving on to our opponents for PNBF, we have low ground main coming out here tonight. And we've got high quality on that tank with Saucer and Kind on the DPS line. And then we've got Z- Zeta. I don't know. I'm just going to say Zeta because I can't say the rest of that name. And then we got Duck Tor on that back line as well. I'm really curious how this is going to play out because I'm used to seeing high quality play Lucio. That's where I recognize them from. So I'm going to be curious to see how they play the tank role. I expect them to be pretty strong at it though. And what are you thinking so far, hey man?
Honestly, yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing. The tank is obviously one of the strongest roles here in the game, especially with the 5v5 composition that we have now, as opposed to 6v6 that we've seen in Overwatch 1. So definitely going to be some strong tank performance and strong tank presence also here in the games. And as we get into it, we're gonna go ahead and start with the picks here. And once again, we've went ahead and mentioned this already, but High Quality is running that hazard meta. They've got a little bit of a dive going on with the Lucio Kiriko on the support line, as well as for the DPS line, we've got Genji and Sojourn. Gonna see some nice shots. Oh wait, looks like some changes are happening. Excuse me.
Okay, it looks as though they're going to opt for
Oh
the
yeah.
Ana Brig backline, perhaps expecting a dive from PNBF. I imagine that they may have played PNBF before and are aware that the Diva comp is going to be happening, and now we're back in the lobby, so we can forget all those things that we were saying.
Oh yeah, some great stuff. We're gonna go ahead and just see what's happening with these technical difficulties at the moment. But it actually looks like we're hopping back into the game here.
It
This
appears as
time,
though our production forgot which map was first, which is alright, it happens sometimes. It happens to all of
exactly,
us.
exactly.
So here we are on Oasis this time. I don't expect the comps to be any different though. I think PNBF going to come out on that Diva composition with a Tracer again, and it looks as though the side of High Quality's team here is going to be going for that Hazard meta composition, so it's going to be tough.
Most definitely. As we wait here, we'll see what low ground main goes ahead and opts for here. And it's looking like we're having a little bit of a slower comp from low ground main. It's going to be a little bit of a... Oh, excuse me. That's going to be PNB. I'm sorry. Excuse me about that one. A little bit of a slower one. Looks like it's going to be more so of a brawling one. We have the Cassidy and the Soldier 76
Mhm.
coming in for the DPS line. Waiting to see what they choose for the tank. Maybe a brawl tank as well. I'm thinking maybe something good like a Reinhardt or something like that. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Gatsby's going to pick that Diva again because they're going for a no backline composition, which means they need to be all in and not really have a liner to go after. So yeah, right here, this is perfect. because Gatsby's going to be peeling for the pocketed DPS, and Don't Fix is going to go around to just do damage, potentially try and dive the backline themselves. So look for that to happen here. This backline needs to be strong for low ground main.
Definitely. It looks like he has PNBF going in on the high ground. Some shots going in here and there to go and get some poke damage in. So far, nothing's happening. Some diving happening as well, actually. Excuse me. Yeah, the Lucio bringing to the backline as well, as you were saying. Just going in to see if they can stop any shots. But it looks like Gatsby is low HP. Gonna have to fall back from that dive position. And already out of mech from the hazard right there.
And yeah, that's just Gatsby going a little bit too deep alone right there. You're going to need more assistance from your team if you're going to be able to get the kills in that position. Because otherwise you're just going to end up, like you saw, just kind of inting into the back line, and now your whole team is just going to die because this hazard can just get around too fast. So this composition plays identical to the Junker Queen composition back in the day, where you would run the Queen with the Sojourn and Genji. You're basically looking for characters that can potentially one-shot somebody that's already been slashed at by this hazard, and the hazard is just going to exist in their general area and just do damage.
Especially with that right-click block, that the hazard existing, there's just really nothing you can do about it. You just have so much damage reduction, damage mitigation on that. As again, we have a little bit of a dive coming in. Looks like Don't Fix is trying to do as much disruption, make as much space as he can, but already time is falling. Yet again, first of all in the last fight, and first of all in this one as well. This one is going to be traded out by high quality. Doctor able to take out Don't Fix. That's the backline movement going down, and some trades going back and forth. Looks like it's going to be, however.
High quality having some difficulties trying to touch that high ground. Block it, block it. No, you didn't block it. Come on. They're probably just trying to like juggle it. I imagine there was like a potential juggle trying to happen right there. We are going to be looking at a swap though come in for the side of PNBF. Solaire has opted to go onto that Juno as opposed to that Mercy. Coming up close to that Diva Bomb is Gatsby, so they'll have that. Don't Fix getting close on that sound barrier as well. But you look over here for the side of low ground main, they basically have 4 ultimates available, only really using that blade. So I imagine they're going to engage with like a nano hazard here potentially. Maybe the nano onto the Sojourn, but we'll just see what they decide to do.
Go ahead and get in here. Popping over to a Brigitte right fast. And ooh, Pistola falling instantly from high quality. Gatsby is gonna go ahead and try to contest everything, but high quality is gonna go ahead and commit that down for him. Going up the high ground though. Round's gonna get committed as well, so we can start to sustain him as he dives into here. And that's gonna be a nano hazard too. Exactly what you just said right there. Shadow. And the overclock coming in. But it's gonna be almost shut down, almost pushed away because Khan had to fall back from that Diva Bomb. High quality picking up one more. That's the Juno. Juno falling to that is going to be a really tough one. All right.
I gotta say, High Quality's doing a fantastic job so far of just landing these slashes with this hazard. It's really important to constantly be landing those. That's how the hazard just gets major value with the damage. You know, the walls are coming out every so often, but it's mostly that slash, just jumping around, getting those big pieces of damage in. Keep an eye out on Seda here. Here comes the beat engage from PNBF. I wonder if the overclock is going to follow suit.
We'll go ahead and see right there. Looks like he's going to go in for run out here. We have 2 DPS there somewhere. We have overclock and Jedi, and there's overclock being committed right there from Seda on the high ground. He's forced out by high quality. Looks like Hazard is just too much of a powerhouse. As Kai's going to be able to take him out instead of taking out the Don't Fix Lucio, and that's crazy. But it's traded out instantly twice by Gatsby and Pistola, picking up one more Solaire, picking up the last. That's going to be a point flip for
Alright, PNBF getting that point flip. It took a lot. You did manage to save the orbital ray though. This next fight should be a free win if Solaire places this orbital ray properly. You just need to make sure not to burn anything else while you're in this fight if you're PNBF. Next fight is the scary one. You've got the Hazard ult upcoming and you've got the Genji ult upcoming. I think you need to go early here if you're Solaire, probably right now honestly.
Downpour is now online. Looks like we might have to see it here soon as they try to fight for that high ground position yet again. And looks like Gatsby's going to go ahead and dive in to see if he can take out Ductor, but Ductor's not able to do anything there. Kine is going to go ahead and fall though. Nano is online, and there's Blade being committed from Saucer. And a couple slashes in on that Diva, taking out the net, as well as taking out Diva. And there's the orbital ray coming in. from the but is it going to be enough as Samsung's still able to pick up 2 more with the Dragon Blade? We still have a Tracer coming in from Seda, and it's a Tracer 1v1 kind, able to trade back to the victory of Valor. Now we have a countdown from overtime. Let's see if they're able to touch here soon enough. A combat roll going in from Pistola, but Pistola falls down instantly. The high quality. Now, a little bit of success going in from Gatsby as Kind is just putting in some more work. There's some more fighting happening off of the point here, and it's like going to be a tank battle. Gatsby gonna go ahead and get stunned out of there from the rally and tries to call in the mech, but instead it's able to take him out instantly. Doctor able to trade out Seda from Kind in high quality yet again, showing that he is a force to be reckoned with. Doctor picking up that final kill there. That's gonna be the first round. Look at low ground main.
It was a tough round for sure. Either team really could have won it there, but I kind of stand by what I said in the exact moment. I think Solaire needed to pop that orbital ray early, super early into that fight that PNBF eventually ended up losing to lose the map. Because if you clear all of those people, if you just drop the orbital ray and just kind of engage into the team right there, right into that high ground room while they were trying to push up, I don't think there was a possible way for you to lose that fight. Now, I realize Juno's been nerfed a little bit, but I think it would still be just as strong to do that. And we are seeing Solaire swap over to this Ana now. We're seeing Ana Lucio from both sides. So I'm going to be curious to see how well Solaire's going to be able to survive with them having a Genji on the side of low ground, man.
And yeah, that backline from that Ana Genji, or Ana Lucio, excuse me, is going to be very strong, very fortunate. Looks like Sue's gonna get committed early from Doctor. So there's some strong presence happening from excuse me, PNBF. As points gonna go ahead and go towards PNBF side. They're taking a lot of space here. But low ground main is still on this high ground, still being a force to be reckoned with here. We've got high quality going in, trying to go for a dive, but forced out instantly, not able to get a follow-up there for his team. And he looks like Don't Fix was trying his hardest to be a DPS issue, but it's not going to be anything as Kind of able to take him out with a little bit of right click on the railgun there. Saucer taking out the mech and Diva and Gatsby themselves. Doctor picking up 2. That's a DPS Kiriko. And Kind of able to pick up the last one. That's the point.
Yeah, the Kiriko of Ductor there, they can afford to just kind of do damage whenever they want to, because really your only big time target to heal here is high quality. Otherwise, you've got your other DPS can easily be healed up by Lucio, unless of course Pistola hits a few shots, you know, that can change things up. And here comes the engage from PNBF.
Oh, almost a DP boot. Looks like they're able to go ahead and get the excuse me, looks like themselves back up on the high ground there. Gatsby falling really low in HP, trying to just stall out that defense matrix as much as he can, but high quality is just too good on the dive, able to take out Gatsby's next, and looks like it's gonna be Saucer killing it, getting the final blow in from that deflex. Suzu, once again getting committed there, kind of able to take out Seda, but it may not matter that Suzu was committed so early, as high quality just giving out this charge. Saucer giving Blade, gonna get antsy there, but it's not gonna do anything, as that Blade is gonna be too strong.
Alright, now I think low ground main is going to engage this early with this Kitsune Rush. Just get this quick fight out of the way. And you can win this fight so easily. You just have this support ult advantage. They have nothing to try and deal with this Kitsune Rush.
So the most they can do is probably just, I'd say nano, excuse me, I have to burp for a second. I'd say nano the Diva if at all possible. But once again, oh, Kind. Falling to Pistola yet again, but it's going to be bound for being committed to high quality gas. Once again, just a fish out of water, trying to stop anything going their way. It looks like they're able to flip point. As it looks like the rest of the team is just preoccupied with every fight going on all around the place right now. High quality able to pick up Gatsby though. That is the nano going away though. And there we have the sound barrier coming in from low ground main, as they pick up any stragglers that are hopping around. This re-engage from that sound area was textbook. Kind of antsy. Trying to take as many shots as he can. Once again, low ground main just taking this point and showing them that they're forced to be reckoned with right now. Gatsby once again going in for the dive. Is this going to be a little too early to dive? He's diving in on his own almost. And there's going to be a sound barrier coming in from Don't Fix, but it's not able to save the mech as Gatsby gets D-mech at the end again. But a little bit of a point flip, so it looks like they're able to go ahead and take the point from it. Looks like we're going to see a re-engage coming in from PNBF.
Well, don't look now, but low ground main steadily getting these kills right now. Kind coming in with this overclock, manages to get one, but that seems to be all for now. And so, something I want to mention there again, I'm not sure why the supports are just not ulting much earlier into these fights. It feels like there should be like much quicker engagements. I'm not too sure what that's about. Nice shot from Ductor.
Woo! Goodness, Dustin just going crazy. Saucer once again committed that play, being able to take out Don't Fix on Lucio. Gatsby is not once again a fish out of water. Gonna go ahead and commit that evil bomb there. That's something done. Able to take out High Quality. And the pulse bomb is gonna go ahead and get attached to Zeta, but it's gonna get traded out instantly. But that's gonna be the point. Going over. So low ground main.
Shout out there to Zeta. It's always a nice feeling when you blow up a tracer with their own pulse bomb that they stuck to you, you know. You're like, hey, if I'm going down, I'm at least taking you with me. So, you always appreciate those particular plays and moments. Great first map there from PNBF. And low ground main did manage to take it in the end, but PNBF had their moments several times. I really think that they need to ult a little bit more proactively. It feels like they're just kind of sitting on point and waiting for low ground main to engage into them, make some kind of mistake, and then that's when they're trying to ult in the mid fight to try and flip it, as opposed to going aggressive early and ulting first.
Most definitely. And I do also want to point out that we have some great team play coming in from low ground main. You know, they're always just on the exact same wavelength, whether they fall back from a point and retake or they just hold the position specifically. They're always all doing the exact same thing, and that's just something that you really love to see from a team, especially the team of highly competitive players.
No,
Looks like we're
no,
going to go ahead and
absolutely. This could this could be a very competitive series, I think, throughout. We are just waiting for map number 2 right now. But as soon
we
as
have the
we,
choice between. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Midtown for the map number 2 here.
there we go. I was gonna say that we just had to wait on the choice to come through.
How do you feel about Midtown,
Midtown,
Shadow?
I think it's properly named. That's what I would say about it. It's a very mid map.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot of high grounds, a lot of different angles you could try and hold as a team. And I think this pick makes a lot of sense for the side of PNBF, just based on the way they were trying to play that last map. They seem to be like a team that wants to be more static with their characters and players. So, what's a good way to be static into a composition you know is going to be all over the place with a hazard? Play a map that has some high grounds. They have to come up to you in some way, shape, or form, and you can kind of bunker down a little bit better there. I wouldn't be shocked to see Gatsby opt for the Sigma here. Just based on everything I've seen so far, it really seems like PNBF doesn't want to dive. They want to bunker down in a corner somewhere and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
poke you out.
Most definitely. I do agree. I have to agree with that one myself. And I do want to say PNBF on the excuse me. I do want to say really fast though, excuse me, that if you wanted to go ahead and guess who is gonna win this next map, you can always just, bet your channel points here. I know some longtime viewers might want to go ahead and do that one themselves. You can bet to see who's gonna win each map, and you might end up winning. As long as you play your cards right.
You just gotta make sure you're gambling properly and responsibly. That's the only
Most
thing that we
definitely.
ask of you.
Whether it be
And
channel points or money itself. Make sure you're always responsibly gambling.
and just something else to add here. Low ground main, honestly, I think they just run the same composition that we just saw them run. Maybe potentially they go back to that Ana Brig, but I really think that Kiriko Lucio is going to be super beneficial for you. You're just going to have the Kitsune rush to try and just rush down whoever happens to be in front of you. And I think especially into the types of compositions the PNBF has been playing so far, they have really static characters that you can just kind of Kitsune rush down, very easily kill with the hazard comp.
Most definitely. Low ground main seems to have just mastered this dive composition here. They've gone ahead and mastered what they're able to do in these situations, and I think that's a very strong thing in order to secure the victory. Whenever you have a team just able to all play on the same wavelength, all play on the same plane of existence, I'd say it's very, very, very strong, very hard to play against. Excuse me. And I think low ground main have definitely mastered this based off of what I've seen right here. But as you have said, PNBF might opt up for this little bit of a stronger hold here with the Sigma composition, maybe a little bit more of a poke, something that could be used even for an anti-dive. We'll go ahead and see how
Hmm.
that one goes since they know how the enemy team plays. So once we go
Well,
and get into this game, we'll see.
well, it's going to be a lot more fascinating just to see how PNBF is going to attack because that's what's about to happen here. We just saw
Mhm.
high quality requested to play defense here on this map first, so that's where we're going to be starting with low ground main, playing that defense, and just seeing if they can, the first fight I feel is always very important on this map. You need to try and get a quick fight win for first point, otherwise you could be stuck there for a very, very long time. It's a tough point to break once you start ult cycling.
Most definitely, I do have to agree with myself. And also, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm really burpy today. If I guys could go ahead, if you have any questions about what we have on the screen here for Factor, if you want to type in exclamation point Factor, it'll tell you all the information about it. That is our sponsor for this stream. And I want to go and give a huge thank you to Factor sponsoring this stream right now. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Factor. They make keto meals, so
Yeah, they do.
if you're trying to be on the new keto diet, that's always going to be an option for you.
Have you tried keto? I've never had it before. I don't know.
Uh, keto's tough. Keto's tough to do. It's basically a diet where you consume very, very little carbs.
Mm,
So your diet's primarily consisted of, typically it's just like meat and vegetables, but like low carb, high fiber vegetables.
I see. I see.
And your body
Is that
goes
how
into
I get the
ketosis.
hazard
And
body type with the
uh,
spikes and everything?
you very well could, but in order to really get the hazard body type, you have to be on shimmer. It's a requirement.
mm, I see. I see. I gotta find some. But it looks like we're gonna go ahead and dive into the second game. We're in Midtown now. Low ground
Mid,
main versus PNBF. Low ground main is going to be here on the defense.
every
Or
time
excuse
we say their name, I keep picturing like lo mein with ground beef in it.
mm, I could see that. I could see that. Lo mein with beef is it? I think I've had lo mein with beef before. It's mostly just chicken for me, no?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And even if it was, it wouldn't be ground beef.
Yeah, it'd
It'd
probably
be
be
it'd
like
be like it'd be
beef
like pieces of
slices.
yeah, it'd be like pieces of steak cut up into smaller little pieces or whatever.
Hmm.
It
And we
does
go
look
ahead
as
and
though the side of PNBF is looking to play some road hog here. So we're
ooh,
basically looking at a blow up the hazard composition from the side of PNBF. So
my
look, we
favorite
got the hook.
composition.
Yeah, we got the hook. We've got the stun. We've got the discord, and we've got the anti. Right, so we're
This
just
is gonna
looking to
be
try and destroy this hazard as quick as humanly possible. That's the only thing I can think that you're trying to play for here if you're PMBF. Then obviously, same composition coming out from low ground main. I was thinking they might go for this on a Brig as opposed to the Kiriko Lucio. They seem to like they like the Nano and the Rally. They are some pretty strong ultimates.
I definitely say they're some of the strong ultimates. And I do want to give a quick thank you over to Danielle, excuse me, for that sub for 8 months. Thank you so much, Tay Danielle. I appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and get into this round though. As we see for the blow up hazard competition. They knew that they were gonna go for hazard here. It looks like we already have Pistola going in for a hook there. He's gonna get antsy really fast with being forced to back off. And that's a hazard wall being committed as well to go ahead and disrupt anything that was happening, any type of cohesive gameplay. So we have a little bit of DPS 1v1 between Kind as he's going to go ahead and force Sada to fall back to the team and take a couple shots from main. Sleep Dart's going to go ahead and get committed there. High quality picking up Gatsby. It's a huge pick for them, but Sada's able to trade out Kind, and that's going to be a 4v4 now. Even numbers, they're able to fight this one here. Doctor on the high ground, and Zeta waiting patiently for anything to come in so we can go and just disrupt anything happening in that situation. Once again, we have Solaire kind of on his own here. He's going to have to be forced back. Pistola fighting around this fire truck right now. See if he can grab a hook in here. Tries to go for it, but he's not able to get anything behind. Answering back, and that's going to be high quality. Getting antsy when he's going to go ahead and get blown up by Sada. That's that blow up hazard composition that we saw in action right there. Recall's going to go ahead and get committed from the tracer there. And looks like we have Doctor being protected by Zeta. They're both going to have to fall back here. They're very separated from the rest of their team. It's going to be a very, very tough thing to see. Very tough to see how they can come back. Excuse me.
Well, the thing is, right now, Zeta is still just kind of existing back here. I'm not sure what their plan really is. The Brigida, even if the Brigida touches, isn't going to exist for very long. So, yeah, this is what I would expect to happen. We see the Nano come out onto Gatsby, landing the shots on this McCassidy right now, leaving the Brig alive, you know, for some reason, as you do, I guess, you know. And yeah,
it's a little bit of a stagger, I guess you could say that was.
Yeah, we're gonna see that cap come out from the side of PNBF, and keep an eye out on Solaire here. She's got this Transcendence ready to go here on this Zenyatta. The big play here is kind with this pulse bomb, though, and they land a sick pulse bomb on one of these backliners. Probably not now that the Widow sights are out.
It's going to be really tough trying to get in there. As Solaire is able to take out time, that's going to be that pulse bomb not being able to be used here in this fight as they go and continue to fight on. They're still going in for the hook, but he's not going to be able to do anything in this situation now. As the Slimmy's going to go ahead and miss, he's going to go ahead and put on that cooldown being forced to back up. Some hard shots going to and from. As we see Sada trying to go ahead and take out one of these backline warriors right now. And there's the pulse bomb going in, but it's going to be stopped by Solaire's Tranquility. And now they're able to go ahead and push up this CPF. Nano Blade coming in though from Saucer, able to take out two. Sada's able to take out Ducker, and that's going to be a tough one to see if they can go and sustain there. Sada, however, getting harassed in the backline, being forced to back up all the way towards the spawn. That's a good hold coming in from low ground main.
And great ult usage there from the side of low ground main as well. You get a lot of ultimates out of the side of PNBF and not really too much value to be spoken of there. You know, you'll take a pulse bomb for a Transcendence any day of the week. Saucer with that nice deflect onto Gatsby though, giving them the business on that creep.
And that allows them to go ahead and just dive in high quality, able to take out Sada. That is most of their poke damage is falling. As Don't Fix is able to take out Solaire, but Pistola is there to trade out Ductor. And that's going to be, looks like a whole hawk committed from Pistola as he tries to go and just shoot high quality. That's going to get defense matrix most of the time. Sleep Dart going in on high quality though. And I think this might be the end as long as he doesn't, if he doesn't play his card right. But it looks like he might be able to. High quality is going to go and back up here. And that's going to be a push coming in from PNBF, a really strong one. Got on the cart right now. Pistola showing some strong presence here on the high ground. Taking a couple shots here, throwing out the pick tag. See if he can grab a hook in here and go and disrupt anything. As Saucer is just going to go and poke him from the side. Nano Boost going in on Pistola. He's going to get slept instantly, but he's going to just go and keep on trying. As he goes in and gets a good hook on the Zeta, but he's going to get shielded off instantly. This is a tough spot if you're a support. A Nano Hog is not something you want to see in front of you. I'm not going to lie. But they're able to stay quite well as the fool is not able to go ahead and just get anything in that situation. But Ductor able to take out Gatsby. It's a huge pick. Now kind only the beaver now trying to go ahead and stay as far on the trenches, trying to stay as far away as he can. High quality taking out Don't Fix. And that's Pistola with another hook onto Ductor. Oh, this is some good back and forth right now.
Yeah, Pistola just kind of existing as this Roadhog. That's kind of the value you get on the hero. It's just so hard to dislodge this character from anywhere they want to be at. And there goes the nice hook onto Kind, taking down the Tracer, and out comes the Deadeye from Gatsby, taking down Saucer.
He was a little bit too late there, and it looks like I don't think Saucer had to play either, but Ductor's able to trace that one out. And high quality is going to go ahead and get Max here, and Zeta's going to go ahead and get hooked, and that is going to be PNBF pushing on so far. And that's the Tranquility being forced out after the pulse bomb coming in. Looks like it's not going to be enough though, as they're going to go ahead and be able to cap this one. We got one ult, coming in from PNBF side. Pistola with the whole hog. However, we have two. Looks like we have a Nano Blade coming in from low ground main. Looks like we see if Saucer's going to be able to use this Nano Blade effectively this time around. He's been pretty good with it so far. So we'll see if he can keep that one up.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. We're going to have to see how much use this Nano Blade gets this time. It's really going to be on Don't Fix. If Don't Fix can land this Sleep Dart, then it can definitely be denied. But if that does not happen, it's going to be tough. And Solaire, wait a minute, the side of PNBF just absolutely rolling before low ground main even gets set up.
Exactly. They had no time to think there. And Don't Fix able to take out Ductor. There's an honor differential coming in right now. Pistola is taking advantage of this situation and pushing up as far as he can. That's going to be the Anthony committed. It's very fast. Saucer forced out the deflect. They have to fall back here as well. And they're kind of getting pushed back into their spawn right now. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this from PNBF. I thought they would be a little more rocky. It looks like they went ahead and found their groove and found what they could do here. However, Pistola's going to get discorded, slept, and all the cooldowns going in. But Whole Hog going into the backline right now. Pistola able to take out one instead of. That's when one supports, and that's going to be the blade coming in from Saucer. Kind of able to pick up one, but Solaire trading out Saucer back, and that's going to be another good hold. But Kind is able to take out Gatsby. That's going to be a huge hold, coming in. Low ground main. Some good ult usage coming in as well. He didn't even commit the Nano Blade here. They just committed the blade itself. So they still have Nano, and they also have Diva Bomb coming in. That's going to be the insight from Seda to see if they can go and secure the rest of this point for the rest of this way. They're really close. Really close to capturing third point here.
The big key here is going to be Kind and Seda's fight. Whichever Widow just gets to kind of control the space here is going to be the dominant team in this fight, I think. That's huge.
Oh, that's such a big pick. And Gatsby's going to be traded out, but Seda is able to take out Zeta. Oh my goodness gracious. And there's the Anthony going against high quality. High quality is Nano, but being forced out of mech, and that's going to be the bomb coming in. Pistola, just in the nick of time, able to hide behind the payload there. Anthony is going to go ahead and fall a little bit wide, see if they can get Pistola, and that's going to be Anthony coming in from Don't Fix. Going to hit Doctor. Doctor falls down to 1 HP, being forced into that back, being forced behind the sign there, and that's going to be the point being captured from PNBF side as Pistola is able to pick up the Saucer. 5 seconds left on the clock. That's pretty good.
You're always happy to see any...
I said they had a pretty strong performance here.
Yeah, you're always happy to see any time remaining on a full cap for sure. You know, just that alone giving you a chance that even if the other team finishes, no matter what, you're going to have a chance to attack again. So you always like to finish with a... Love to see that. But that was actually a really solid hold, I felt, from the side of low ground main. It kind of felt like PNBF was rolling a little bit at first. And then low ground main just kept they would just keep stopping the bleeding. And I mean, we saw that that Transcendence get forced out of Solaire when they didn't want to use it 2 times there. So we see the Moira pick come out, and they're kind of just able to play the game however they want to at that point. So, you know, a great switch from Solaire. I really gotta respect that pick. And now we're gonna see from the side of low ground main. Looks like they're going for this Eva composition, going for some Ana Zen. Well, what are you thinking about their comp here?
The Ana Zen, I will say it's pretty good. Honestly, I'm not sure how. In fact, they know that Pistola's. No, excuse me. I thought they knew that Pistola was gonna run the hazard. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and go back on the Roadhog there. I think this into Roadhog is obviously, you know, the best thing you can do in this situation, especially if you want to just, as you said before, just blow him up. Because that's pretty much all Roadhog can do is get blown up in that situation. There's no shield, nothing to block the Discord or the Intimidate. It's just something that Solo just can't do. However, I will say Roadhog is always good into deep, and that is what I mean right there. As we see Solo get a nasty hook, just disabling the dive from that fly there. And high quality is going to go ahead and get antied as well, being forced way back. Because he's 1 HP Pistola, taking advantage of this situation and pushing up as far as he can. But Seda is going to go ahead and get a good pick. Once again, and Saucer able to pick out Seda. That is a lot of presence is gone in an instant. Seda once again picking up another sniper. This is crazy. Saucer picking up Pistola, and that is a lot of PNBF's just defense going out the window as high quality is going ahead and just take up this point right now.
Yes, so what happened there, Gatsby got a little bit greedy trying to get that Ana pick, and in the process they were getting fired at from an off angle by the Zenyatta of Zeta a little bit further back. You know, that's what that can happen when you tunnel onto somebody a little bit too hard there. Like I said, Gatsby tunneled just a hair too hard. But then if Pistola had been Diva, Gatsby would have been getting a defense matrix there. So, you know, there's a few ways that Gatsby could have lived through that. But namely in that instance, when you have the Hog, you need to just kind of back up, realizing you can't peek that angle for that long.
Big Anthony going on to Kind and Doctor, forcing them way back, and that's going to be Gatsby going in with the Tracer. Being forced to recall out though. Looks like they're really good at looking at the Tracer in this situation. Honestly, it's a pretty good thing to have. Seda's going to go ahead and opt for the Ashe here, as they go ahead and try to take a little bit more poke damage. Looks like Saucer is set up in a good position. We're going to get a dive going in right now. Dash is in. Dash is out immediately with the deflect, and high quality is there to pick up the rest of anything. But again, it's Anti. He's going to get forced down as well. The hook is going to go ahead and go wide, but Pistola's going to go ahead and get Anti. That's Suzu committed right there. However, high quality is on it. And that's the nano boost going in for both the tanks, excuse me. A huge technical 1v1 happening on the high ground here. as both Anas just try to do what they can to keep their tanks alive. The Pistola is being forced way back here, being forced all the way back from that high ground. So it looks like it's going to be a good, ooh, Zeta with the good pick on the kind and high quality, being forced out of mech with the whole hog. That's going to be Pistola just doing a little bit of a victory lap, getting the Zenyatta. But high quality is able to take out Gatsby on Tracer. Wow. Wouldn't be enough, but that's still something impressive. I won't lie. I haven't seen the even take out.
Alright, so what?
Go ahead and go in.
Oh, nice shot coming out from Zeta, taking down Saucer. You know, something to point out, high quality does get that nano there in the previous fight, but nobody goes up to high ground with high quality, so they just kind of end up existing up there, firing off their little diva shotguns, not going to be able to kill anything because you're by yourself, you know? You have to go in as a team with high quality when they get that nano boost. No matter where you're at, you got to just try and into the team as best you can.
Incident is going to go ahead and go wide. Transcendence being committed again, and that is the high-quality bomb going in. Suzu able to save the life of Pistola there. He's going to go ahead and get stuck, but Ductor is getting picked up by Don't Fix on the Ana. And that's going to be a really, really strong hold coming in from PNBF as low ground main tries their hardest to go ahead and recuperate in this situation on the bottom right now. Pistola able to take out time. That's a little bit of a trade going in. Looks like they are not at even numbers at the moment. So low ground main being forced all the way back in this situation. As we see Saucer trying to go in and get a couple picks in on the high ground. He's on the high ground alone right now. But looks like Pistola is going to go ahead and get wind of this situation and jump up there to stop anything and everything from happening. Couple shots going in. No hook quite yet. And there's the hook, but it just misses. So high quality is going to try to take advantage of the situation and pushing right there. Infosight's going to go ahead and go in, but Close Bomb's going to go ahead and go after Gatsby. He's going to get something. We have a Nanoblade coming up soon from Ductor at 80. Playing already online. Big hook.
Yeah, that's what we're going to want to see here. Just kind of poke for this Nanoblade. As soon as you get this nano, you're 4% away, and this Genji might die now because they don't have the nano.
Yeah. Blade on its own is always a hit or miss. Looks like it was a miss this time around. Pistola going to go and try to just take out high quality here. High quality kind of in an awkward position right now. See if he can try to take a couple shots. He's not able to dive that much, though, because of that little barrier that's going to go and block the heals. Pistola, though, taking advantage of the situation yet again, able to pick up Saucer. Kyne's going to go ahead and fall as well.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're low ground main here, you just need to pick a target and go on them together. Like, I'm seeing too many just split fights happening. People are taking 1v1s. Like, this needs to be more of a concerted team effort right now. Like I said, you need to just nano high quality and just immediately go on whoever high quality is calling for here.
Going in from foreign to high quality. Anthony as well going on in Pistola, forcing him way back, but no one is with high quality. Just like you said, he went ahead and dived on his own. Diva Bomb's gonna go ahead and get committed there. That's not something you really want to see too much.
No, it's tough. Like I said, you can't, and now that's the point. You may as well just back up and wait until the next fight, because you're not about to win this fight right now. You're already down a player. Yeah, and now if you're kind, you make sure you get out of this. You cannot die right here. You need to get a nice full team reset. You have nano still, you have overclock. You can nano overclock, or you can nano your diva. Either one is fine. But when that happens, everybody needs to be wherever high quality is. Gatsby is drawing like 4 players' attention at one time just by being in the backline on this Tracer, and you just can't devote that many resources to it. Like, if it's that serious, you need to swap the Zenyatta to it.
We already had a Transcendence coming in as well. High quality, once again, taking some aggro. It's going to be a 2v1 situation now. Pistola able to take him out with the whole hog. Kind able to pick up Gatsby, though. There's a way, there's a will, there's a way, but Solaire taking matters into his own hands, picking up Zeta. And there's the overclock. He's going to get committed to the situation. Kind going to get nanoed as well so he can get some action over here on the high ground, but he's got nothing. No one's there for him. Not able to touch in that situation. Kind probably got nanoed for the touch there, but it wasn't enough.
And I mean, great map there from PNBF. They take map number 2. We're tied at 1 now. You know, again, I shout out PNBF. They did exactly what they should do there. They made the side of a low ground main just uncomfortable. right? They didn't just allow them to do whatever they wanted to. We kept seeing these 1v1s happen all over the map, and that's where PNBF is going to thrive at on a Roadhog composition. That's what Roadhog wants to do. Roadhog wants to get kills, right? So what do? You just don't let Roadhog get kills. When I mean the Diva was a smart idea for that. You can defense matrix every hook potentially, but then at the same time, you need to either focus the hog if you're all just going to stand there and look at the hog. You need to focus the hog, or you just need to pick a target if you're high quality, and everybody needs to go on that target.
Most definitely. So many times I've seen just high quality dive in to try to make some space, to try to make a play in these situations, but it just wasn't met with anything else. Everyone else was kind of just, not ready to dive with them, or at least not on the same page here. This is not really the low ground main that we saw earlier. They kind of fell apart here. I won't lie. This is definitely a new look. I won't lie at all.
So I would say the big difference between maps 1 and 2 was definitely that, and this could be just a result of the map type, right? Because when you're playing control, you're kind of forced to play in an area. When you're playing a hybrid map like Midtown, you have to pick areas to play at. Notice low ground main capped the first point incredibly quickly when they ran in on attack. It's because there's a central location. This is where the fight's going to happen at. We don't have to decide where the fight's going to happen at. We don't have to decide what we need to do. No. The point is here. This is where we're going. As opposed to once it got to an escort point, it's like, okay, now we have to determine where we're going to position, when we're going to take fights, what location we want to do that at, and all those sorts of things. And that piece of it seemed to be what really threw off low ground main.
I think you made a great distinction there, because that's exactly what happened, I think, in that situation right there. I think that, just like you said, they had to choose where to fight. And I think PNBF was just better at choosing where to fight and choosing when to fight, Especially with that Roadhog, he was able to force them to do anything with those hooks. As soon as he hit a great hook there, it was just over for low ground main, because they were forced to try to make a decision on the fly, but it just wasn't the right decision in those times.
And I'm seeing the way that I said low ground main was ulting proactively on map number 1. PNBF was ulting proactively on map number 2, right? We were seeing the ults come out way more freely, more like just an enhanced cooldown, as opposed to the side of low ground main was treating them like they were the Lord's gift to Overwatch, right? Like you can only use this in the exact moment it can be used. Right? You know what I mean? Whereas PNBF is just, you gotta think of your ultimate as just like, it's just a better cooldown, a significantly better cooldown, so I need to use it more frequently. Don't like just throw it out there into thin air or anything like that, but just don't hold it for like 3 fights either, because that's how you end up losing maps, is by holding your ultimate for too long, waiting for that perfect moment to use it.
It's always a tough thing to go ahead and toss up in that perfect minute, whether you use it a little early or lose it a little late, to try and see if you can flip the point in your favor or flip the fight in your favor. It's always tough to determine when that is, but we'll see if they go ahead and just shape up in this next one as we go ahead into Esperanza. First push map of the series.
I would expect to see some more Hazard coming out from the side of low ground main. I don't see why you wouldn't play it here. But, maybe they opt for an Orisa. That's an interesting decision. Maybe they just don't feel like playing the Hazard here or something. I don't know. But I actually like PNBF's composition a little bit more here. Makes a little bit more sense to me. And especially having the Diva. The Diva is going to be able to defense matrix most of what this Orisa wants to do. The Orisa is just going to kind of exist on point. And if you're the side of PNBF, your composition can kind of ignore Orisa pretty effectively with all the heroes that you have. And that's what you kind of got to do. You got to ignore Orisa, go for one of these squishier backline characters, and secure that pick early as possible before the Orisa can really get going.
Most definitely. It looks like they're going to go ahead and try to shut down. Oh, Zeta with the first pick onto time. That is a huge first pick there. And once again, high quality is just forced way out. Your entire team just has to fall back in this situation. High quality is not able to be a lot of mistakes. Pistola, though, is going to go and dive on the backline. Zeta is going to go and fall, and Solaire is going to pick up that kill. But Gatsby's going to pick up high quality. And that is a strong presence from PNBF right now, as they are forcing all of low ground main back to their spawn room.
That's what I like to see.
No, and I mean, I I really like the way the PNBF is taking these fights right now, and that's what you want to do. You have the Moira Lucio, you got to play fast, you got to play faster, you know, go as quick as you can, build these support ups quickly. That's the whole key to this composition, and we're seeing this fight come in main. Kind getting that pick on the Dope Fix could be brutal for PNBF.
Most definitely, as they're just going to go ahead and go all the way back to the point here. It looks like Hawkey's going to go ahead and dive up on the high ground, getting a good match by Pistola, but High Quality is losing the health battle in the situation. Pistola being forced all the way back, though. High Quality is still out of mech, still alive, able to pick up Gatsby. Gatsby was a little overextended in this situation. They have no DPS right now. PNBF still trying to go ahead and make a presence known, but Zeta's able to take out Don't Fix. One of the supports is falling down. A little bit of a stagger coming in, so Pistola has to back up here if he wants to keep his life. But he's going to go ahead and commit the Diva Bomb. He's going to send it out. Still able to remake in a good situation. Good way to go ahead and get your health back. And still able to take out Saucer. Looks like Saucer didn't catch wind of that situation right now. Still coming in, and that's going to be the coalescence being committed from PNBF as they go and dive in there. Kind of able to take out Don't Fix again, though. Don't Fix is always just back in the spawn room, unfortunately. He's playing Spawn Room Simulator, and that's not a fun game to play. I won't lie to you.
And you know, these players must be doing a great job with Don't Fix because they are usually nigh unkillable on this Lucio. They have such good movement and good damage dealing as well as the healing. Here we are seeing that Tracer duel go in the favor of Kind, taking down Seda there. That is a crazy good play.
Yeah, and High Quality able to pick up Gatsby as well. Pistola forcing all the way back, not able to commit to that fly there as they're going to get Remake and picked up instantly. First fight going from low ground, or going to low ground main's favor as they push up through the middle there. 72-0. That's a really strong push from PNBF.
No, absolutely. And if you're the side of low ground main, you could potentially stagger out these next two fight wins and use your ults exactly right. You have the ult economy to do it. Solaire getting caught out back here. Tough.
As Sauce is going to pick up Solaire, but Gatsby able to trade out Kind. Looks like it's going to be a 4v3 right now. The supports are going to go and fall down. That's going to be the Diva Bomb going in from High Quality. The Diva Bomb that's situation. Pistola and Seda are just going to go and take a bunch of bullets, but Sauce is going to take out Seda in this situation. Pistola still fighting for his life on half HP. More Lucio here. Is it going to be enough? Looks like it might just be as Don't Fix is able to secure the kill after Gatsby is able to take out Diana.
Zeta has to drop down there. You've got to know that Zaf is sitting on that low ground right underneath you, and you just have to drop off of that bridge. Zaf could have been able to save Zeta if they drop off there, but now we're seeing this engage come from PNBF, and you're just having this map flip completely around.
It's a sound barrier being committed from Don't Fix. I think it was a 2-person sound barrier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not entirely sure about that one, but yeah, that one plays out there. Now Seda's gonna go ahead and get Matrix, trying to go ahead and get back to the main line right now. Solaire putting in work, trying to heal everybody on the team. Because they're just down one support right now. This is not looking good. The PNBF side, they were able to just hold that one in, but now it's looking like they're not going to be able to do that much of a good time, or not have that much of a good time here in this situation. As Zap committing the orbital ray, High Quality able to pick up Seda, and as they go ahead and hold in this position, Gatsby trying to go and make a play in this situation, pushing up, but forced to recall out because they're just caught like a fish out of water. High Quality is just trying to match up this with Pistola, but Pistola is getting cleared by Lucio. May not be enough. Kind gonna go ahead and win that Tracer 1v1. We have a bunch of ultimates going in from both sides, and Coalescence from Solaire is gonna go ahead and get committed, and that's Seda picking up Saucer on the kill right there. Solaire falls to 1 HP, is gonna go ahead and just get downed immediately from High Quality. But Seda's gonna get a good trade once a time, and that's gonna be a good stabilize from PNBF side.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're going to see the side of low ground main get a regroup here. Yeah, I really think that Zaf should have committed that orbital ray a lot earlier, because then you could potentially gotten some more cart push. Now we're looking here, you're still behind 20 meters, and you still have to get the checkpoint, but that's going to be a good opening pick on the Dope Fix. Kind landing the pick on the Gatsby. Seda going down to High Quality. And that's exactly what you needed here if you're low ground main. If you can stagger out one more potential kill, you might be able to get this checkpoint before the side of PNBF makes it back. But I do imagine that this Nano Blade is coming in soon here from Zeta and Saucer. And they've been incredibly good with that combo so far.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to see Saucer go ahead and just take the game into his own hands and be able to do anything and everything. Solaire looking like a backline warrior right now, as he's just on his own at the moment, trying to go ahead and take a couple right clicks over towards the backline of low ground main. Gatsby's able to take out Saucer, but that's going to be the Nano Blade going away from this fight. They're not going to be able to do a lot here. That's the Nano going into high quality, though, as Gatsby's going to fall instantly. Slept right now. High quality is going to get slept. That's what I just said. But he's not going to be able to do it. On pushing and team.
Someone needs to get out this. Someone needs to get out this Moira of Solaire. This Moira is getting away with too much right now. Zaf getting the 2 kills is huge, high quality, taking down Don't Fix, and now you're seeing low ground main take the lead, and potentially a very substantial lead at that. Zaf having this orbital ray online again. That's going to be absolutely huge here. You could potentially combo the orbital with a blade, or just use the orbital. You know, either one will work very well.
Orbital is just a really strong ultimate ability. I'm just a big fan of it as well. And there it is right there. Orbital is going to get committed out from the high ground. And there's going to be the Diva Bomb coming in from Pistola, so you can get a couple picks here. But he's able to pick up Kind on the Tracer. That's a huge pick right there. Pistola diving in, see if he can get some more action. As Zap's also 1 HP. And Zeta go ahead and get taken out after getting answered from Solaire. Solaire with a nice little double kill there. And Gatsby able to take out Saucer. That's going to be another strong hold. PNBF side as they go ahead and flip the point in this situation, trying to push it back to their side. 103 versus 72 though. This is going to be a tough one. You got 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
So this fight right here is going to determine a lot. If you're Solaire, you got to have a good Coalescence here. And so Coalescence just got forced out in the ones, and out comes the Pulse Bomb as well. That's not where you want to use those ults if you're PNBF. That one's going to come back to bite you in this next fight, because you actually need to win this next fight to take the lead. That other one, I don't think that Coalescence was entirely necessary in that moment.
I think that he should have just at least faded out if he could, or at least just not try to take that fight whatsoever, because the team definitely needed them in that situation. As Zeta is going to go and take on Zaf, and there's the Diva Bomb coming in from high quality, as he's going to go and re-mech, he's going to be able to retake this point here. It's going to be the neck going down though. High quality able to take out Pistola. It's a really, really good use of Diva Bomb right there, as he's going to go and continue to push in. They nano Solaire on the Moira and see if he can get a DPS Moira going in this situation. As he pushes up, not able to do a lot of damage, but there's a big anti-nade going into high quality and Zeta. That's gonna go and fall. I think they forced him back up here in this situation, and Solaire able to take out Zeta after Kind and Saucer go and take matters into their own hands and get a couple picks here, but Kind's able to go and pick up one more on Solaire. And I think after the storm, there's a calm. It looks like, yet again, low ground main comes in top.
Yes, absolutely. Low ground main proceeding to push this cart back towards their side of the map. They have the Nano Blade available to them. The question is, are they going to actually use that combo this time? This would be a good point to use it, because there's not really much that PNBF can do about it, but there's also not really a good target for you to kill besides this Cassidy of Gatsby.
Anthony is going to go ahead and go wide and high quality takes on from the low ground. Don't Fix able to take out Saucer. And now Pistola is going to go ahead and push up in this situation. And he's going to get antied instantly though. It's going to be forced to fall back underneath the archway. And high quality just showing some strong presence here, being able to eat the anti-nade here. That's not going to be a lot of good stuff going in, but it's not going to do anything for them, as we have PNBF taking out picks left, right, and center, as Gatsby's able to pick up the Tracer. That's a 3-person kill from PNBF side as they continue to push on. Let's see if they can go and hold on. They have one more fight here as we go into overtime.
This is probably going to take 2 whole fights in order to really take this from the side of low ground main, and the ults are going to be exchanged in this fight, so this is going to be the major one.
There's the Nano Blade that we love to see. Sasha able to pick up one as he chases down the other, but he's going to get... Ooh, it looks like Sata's going to get slept. Excuse me. Kind of able to pick up Solaire though. Gatsby following as well. He had the High Noon online. That was a pretty tough ultimate to lose in that fight right there. As once again, High Quality is going to go and commit this Diva Bomb. Zap able to take out a lot. High Quality able to pick up, Don't Fix it. And there's the orbital ray coming in just to secure that point. A little bit of a victory flag coming in from Zap as they try to grasp onto this hold, but it's not going to be enough. This low ground main is going to go and take the victory on the push map in overtime.
great map there from both teams, honestly. Again, they're playing very close. I think there's just some slight variations in ult usage and tempo that could be causing these maps to go either way, honestly. Because both of these teams are playing very quick, but sometimes one team just makes the decision a little bit faster than the other team does.
Most definitely. Just like you mentioned last time, decision making is key in these fights. And low ground main, able to come back here. Now it's 2-1 right now. It's still a really close one. Best of 5 situation, so it still can go either way.
The map picks have been crucial so far, though. The map picks seem to be deciding everything as of now. So we're looking at the choices of Shambali, Dorado, or Havana. I'm gonna predict, Lord. I'm gonna predict that we're gonna be seeing Shambali. I mean, again, it just seems like the side of PNBF likes to play those more stagnant, standstill type of compositions, those I want to try and 1v1u type of comps. That just seems to be their more bread and butter. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them go back to the hog composition. Havana makes sense to me too for the exact same reasons that I'm saying right now. So that definitely checks out. Maybe the Sigma comes out this time. You know, Havana very well known for having Sigma on it a lot. But what are you thinking about the Havana pick from PNBF?
I think Havana's a great map to pick in these situations. PNBF just trying to go ahead and just solidify or at least get another victory under their belt. And Havana is a great map. It's one of my favorites, I'd say. It's something that I just like, especially third point. That long sight line is just, something that you can go either way. Whether you play a little bit of a dive or a little bit of a poke, it's something that can just honestly just there's no good indicator as to where it's gonna go. It's always something that can just be up in the air, especially with these two teams being this close in skill level. I'd say this is going to be a really interesting third point and a really interesting map, if I do say so myself.
No, absolutely. We're getting those ready checks in from both teams. Just kind of waiting for what high quality is going to say here for the side of low ground main. But as soon as we get that, we'll be going into this map again. And I don't know, we might just see Sigma mirrors here and potentially see those Widow mirrors come out again from Zeta and Kind. And that's been a fun matchup to watch to see which one of the two hit scans is really going to, land that big time shot and give their team the advantage fight to fight.
Most definitely. We've seen a little bit of that one earlier in these two, or at least 3 maps, excuse me, that just one hit skin is able to get a big pick onto the team that just determines where they go into the rest of the fight, whether it be on Widow or on Ashe, or sometimes not even a hit skin. Sometimes on Zenyatta, we get a big pick, and that just is something that we're probably going to see more of, and that's something we've seen a lot of, and I think I'm a big fan of that. I think that's something amazing. As we go ahead and see that we are ready for the fourth map, which is Havana Escort.
We're at map point for the side of low ground main. PNBF trying to keep this game alive. So we're going to see the best effort from both teams because if you can avoid a map 5, you're going to want to if you're low ground main. It's just you don't want to leave it up to chance that you just come out and play a bad map 5. So just come out and play as strong as you possibly can. Really try and take this series in a 3-1 fashion. And here we are on Havana.
Havana, isn't that? That's that one song from Camila Cabello, right? Havana, ooh, na na.
I
It
don't
always
know who
rings in my
that
head
is.
every time. It's alright. It's always it's a really old pop song. It always rings in my head whenever I get on this map, but doesn't matter. What matters right now is we see high quality out for that Sigma. It's what we've been waiting for. It's what we've been waiting to see, and now we see it again. That's gonna be something that I'm grateful to see. Seda we have on the Widowmaker here, see if we can get some shots against Hind, who's also on the Widow. And Zaf opting for the Ilari. Nice pick here. Pistola rolling out the Doomfist. Wow. It's a really strong one right there.
That's
Really strong pick.
that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be really tough. Trying to break this composition with a Doomfist is gonna be insanely difficult. Pistola has to catch really Kind slipping. Everybody else on this team has some way to deal with Doomfist very effectively. Kind you're gonna have to force out the grappling hook before you do anything. Same here on this Junker Queen. You're just gonna stand in front of a poke comp and take a ton of damage on this Junker
Oh,
Queen.
yes. It's going to be really tough right now. We're going to go ahead and get the fight underway. Rock's going to go ahead and get committed early, but high quality, not able to hit that mark. Going to be forced all the way back, but Zeta's able to take out Gatsby. And kind of able to take out Seda. That's a couple picks going in for low ground main's favor, as PNBF is forced all the way back into these, not into these sight lines, but still a half HP right now, being forced way back to see if he can get some heals here.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and it looks like we have Solaire on the Life Weaver.
This isn't gonna work. You can try this as long as you want to if you're the side of PNBF. This composition is not gonna be able to get a kill into the Sigma composition of low ground main. As long as nobody steps out of line, you're pretty much dependent on Seda hitting a crazy shot on Widowmaker, and that's not a consistent way to win out fights.
Most definitely, especially with the Sigma being able to just shield them up instantly. That's going to be Rock committed to Pistola being forced to shout in that situation. And then, of course, the axe is going to go ahead and go in as well. Pistola already back to full health, though. Gatsby's going to go ahead and harass this backline right here to see if he can go and get some damage in, so he can get some heals that are not going his way. But high quality turns around, takes out Gatsby instantly. Another pick. And I think Pistola is just a fish out of water in this situation, as no one's able to look at him. No one's able to go and get him some good heals. He's going to go and commit the shout yet again, but high quality is going to be taking a lot of damage from Pistola here, being forced to just hide behind that shield. But and I think I may have spoke too soon, as Pistola, his presence was probably really good there. Saucer, though, is up in the high ground. No one's really looking at him. He might be able to try to dive someone here in the back line. Seda is going to go and try to jump up from there, but he's going to get forced out by Saucer. Pistola and Gatsby are just diving up in this back line. There's the pulse bomb going in, able to take out Zeta on the Ana. And Zaf is going to follow Pistola. Gatsby able to take out high quality. Saucer trading out Seda, though. And that's going to be a really strong hit. Excuse me, coming from PNBF's side. Oh, Saucer is still putting in work.
So that just happened right there because of Gatsby primarily. Gatsby pushed into the backline and just pulled away enough attention that Pistola was really able to walk main on this Junker Queen and get close enough to do all that damage. So this Tracer is just providing loads of space right now and just doing a ton of damage.
Ooh, and Zaf gonna go in with that Captive Sun, forcing him all the way back away from the Tree of Life to see if he can get any heals. And there's the Rampage going in. However, he is instantly left. But Pistola able to take out Zeta, and Zeta able to take out kind of a little bit of a Widow diff there. High quality doing his best to try to hold this point here as it gets blown up instantly. Playing ball into Ana is never a fun time. And Zaf with the final hit right there. Kind of a little bit of a stagger in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, I really gotta shout out Gatsby. Gatsby is doing so much on this Tracer right now to just control all the areas of this map on this hero. Like, it is insane the amount of value they've been getting off this hero so far. Pistola pressed up already because, you know, they've already taken the space. Why give it up?
Thanks. Very good insight right there. Looks like we have a little bit of a OBS issue. Excuse us. We're gonna try to go and figure this one out. We'll go ahead and keep on casting this game. Alright. And it's like high quality back on the hazard here, as Saucer is able to take out one on the blade. On the nano blade. Solaire able to take out Saucer. That's a little bit of a good trade. And high quality being forced to sit behind his wall in this situation. Saucer and Kind falling after a little bit of trade.
Alright, now this map gets a little bit more interesting, seeing Saucer swap over to the Tracer. Now there's somebody to directly mark and contest Gatsby every single fight. So you're going to want to pay attention to these Tracer 1v1s. They're going to be very important for determining the outcome of this map.
Most definitely. High quality sitting on the cards, trying to see if he can do as much damage as possible. He's going to go into the ante. Gatsby's going to get slept, a huge sleep, allowing Zaf to go and take him out there. And there's the nano boost going into Pistola as he just goes ahead and makes his presence known. No one's really going to try to contest him there because that is a brawl that you will lose. Nano Junker Queen, not a fun time in the enemy team, I won't lie to you. But high quality waits for that nano to go away and takes him out right in a good moment since he doesn't have any heals. Pistola was a little far there on that nano. Maybe he got a little too used. Let's go a little too bright, but hey, that happens to all of us. Don't even worry about it. As we go ahead and see the rest of this, as it's going to be a little bit of a hold coming in from low ground man. Saucer able to take out Gatsby. That's a little bit. That's that Jersey run doing that you mentioned earlier, allowing low ground man to go ahead and just have a stronger presence here on this map right now. Pistola trying to take a couple shots here and there. Sasha's gonna go and ult Seda.
Seda providing loads of value on this Widowmaker right now. Really tough. Zaf needs to have a good ultimate right here. Oh, wait a minute.
And there is the Captive Sun being drawn out after the downpour. Captive Sun isn't able to hit anybody. I don't think so. Not able to really do a lot in their situation. As you said, it's not a good ultimate from Zaf.
It's yeah, that's a big ult dump too from the side of low ground main. They're kind of giving up this next fight potentially just due to that bad ult usage. Unless Gatsby dies on point like that, that could definitely provide you some time to build up to some ultimate hero.
Most definitely. Looks like we have Infrasight coming in and Pulse Bomb coming in as well. Couple DPS ults. Maybe not the biggest impact on the team fight, but they're huge for picks. And that's probably what they're going to look for in this situation. That high quality is going to go and get slept instantly. He's going to get forced all the way back with that wall in front of him. And there's a Pulse Bomb who's going to go and get committed, but it's going to go a little wide there as Pistola is able to take out Zeta. Saucer on the point right now, getting chased around by Gatsby. High quality taking on Solar. One of the supports going down. Really good. High quality is going to get anti-nated, being forced to just get out of the fight in that situation because he's not able to do anything else. Seda is able to trade him out after he gets killed, or after he gets Gatsby to the kill right there. And there's the Rampage going in. A little wide there. Maybe it wasn't necessarily needed as the Suzu's going to go in from Seda. But Pistola diving in onto the Ilari here, so you can get that little kill right there. Overtime going in, and there's a Coalescence as well going in from Soler to go and secure that point.
Seda continuing to get these picks on this Widowmaker, just not really missing any shots to speak of. And I mean, just strong play from that Widowmaker so far. And I mean, low ground main isn't really making PNBF fight for any of the space that they want to take. Like right there on point number 2, we just kind of saw them all walk right and go up to the high ground. Nobody was contesting them as they tried to go to the high ground, you know. There needs to be some poke damage going into them, or just something to try and make them think about what's going on over there, you know, as opposed to you're playing so far away you can't get any poke onto them at all. And so they just get to make it right to your face with a full health Junker Queen, and then you're kind of doomed to them.
Exactly, doomed with no fist in this situation right now, as we have a little bit more of a strong presence coming in from Pistola. Pistola's going to go ahead and get rocked though, but he does not back down from this fight if he keeps on pushing them in towards high quality. That'd be Ilari there with him. It'd be Ilari Pylon, excuse me. Suzu's going to go ahead and get committed so he can stay away from there, and that's going to be another rock going in. Don't fix it, but take out Zap, but kind of able to take out Seda, holding towards inspiration right now. And there's going to be the Kinetic Grass once again. High quality, just a fish out of water right now. Trying to get away. Don't fix. Took matters into his own hand. Took out Kind on the Widowmaker right there. Saucer on the Hanzo. See if he can go and grab him. But Soler's able to take out high quality. This is a strong push from PNBR. Or PNBF, excuse me. As they go ahead and just get pick after pick after kill. Kind of able to go and get one, but Don't Fix is trading that one back. So it's going to dwindle in numbers yet again. And there is the first round. 0 seconds left, but 3 points captured.
And Havana is no joke. Trying to capture all 3 points on Havana is insanely hard. Each point individually is insanely hard, let alone all 3 of them put together. So you got to commend PNBF on that front. Gives them a very strong chance of tying this series up, quite honestly. Because now, if you're the side of low ground main, Havana is just one of those maps. More often than not, if you're the better Widowmaker, your team just wins the map. And so far that's been Seda. So we're gonna have to see somebody step up to Seda from the side of low ground main if we really want to see this map go the way of low ground main.
Most definitely. It looks like we have a little bit of a support line difference, or at least like different support line coming in from low ground main side. As we see Zaf on the Ilari and Zeta on the Baptiste. Baptiste, pretty good pick here, I'd say. Got some long sight lines, so Baptiste is able to just, oh, excuse me, I spoke too soon. It's gonna be a Lucio. How do you feel about Lucio on Havana?
I don't mind it. It just depends on what the comp you're playing is. Right now, the character that doesn't really make much sense is Zaf. I like Zaf much better on this Kiriko. This composition makes a lot of sense to me. I think Hazard is just a flying Junker Queen, so it's gonna be the same sort of principles that you would play with a Junker Queen composition here. The only difference is Kind is going to be kind of going off on these solo missions to try and kill Seda is what I imagine is going to happen here.
Most definitely, as we have Kind on the payload, just pushing it himself, and the rest of the team going in for the right side to see if they can catch somebody out of whack, out of position right now. Saucer in high quality on the high ground, forcing out the recall from Gatsby. Let's see how the rest of this one pans out. Pistola is on the cart. Forcing everybody back with Saucer is able to take out Gatsby, who's already low in health. And that's the beginning of the big fight coming in. Pistola is this trap. He's going to get walled in, and that's going to be a big, good kill. For around main side, forcing everyone to fall way back since they don't have as much sustainability as Junker Queen there. Allowing Zeta to just push up on the cart on his own. Some more shots going in onto high quality as he tries his best to get away, but Gatsby is taking him out just right then and there. This is some good gameplay coming in. However, Saucer once again pushing on that point. Kind taking out by Don't Fix, and Don't Fix taking out Zath as well. Nice little double kill from the Kiriko there.
Yeah, Don't Fix, really strong support player on basically every support character, so it doesn't shock me that they would hop on the Kiriko, just kind of start fragging out. And, you know, they're doing a fantastic job so far. And again, it's Seda. Seda is just continuing to get pick after pick after pick on this Widowmaker, and you have to do something about it if you're low ground main, or you don't have a chance of winning.
High quality being forced to drop down right now. Not a lot of sustainability though, since it doesn't have any support with him. And that is Zeta taking out Gatsby as Pistola takes out high quality. Nice little trade back and forth, but they end up being, but low ground main ended up losing their tank, so it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be good at least, but Zeta taking matters into his own hands, getting a nice little double kill there. As Zath is gonna go and try to get away at half HP. Nice little teleport there. We have Continuing Rush almost online. He's gonna be able to use that with the next fight, but we also have Pulse Bomb in for sec. So if they misuse the Suzus here, Pulse Bomb might just be the bane of their existence right now. We'll see how this one goes.
It really
gonna go and get committed there though.
It really feels like low ground main doesn't know where they want to push, who they want to go after first. Again, same sort of issue we were seeing on map number 2 in zone.
And there's the rush and the counter rush going to go in in this situation. Suzu's going to get committed from both sides, and that's the rampage coming in from Pistola as he's going to get answered as well. High quality is going to be forced all the way back though, so he's not able to get a lot of healing because of course he's not answered. Saucer is in the backline along with Kind, but it's not going to do him out. As he's going to go and commit that tree of life to keep his tank alive. But Saucer's able to take out that backline. He's going to be able to do anything in this situation. 1v1 right now between Gatsby and Saucer. Gatsby able to take out Saucer. It's going to be a nice hold from PNBF side.
No, that tree was absolutely massive from Solaire. You really needed it just to make sure the Pistola could stay alive a little bit longer. Now you're going to get a full reset just based on that. But now comes the downpour. Does not catch a soul, though. It caught me.
Oh, that's not looking good for high quality right now. As he's just going to try to take the high ground here. He's going to go ahead and dive the backline yet again. Dragon Blade's going to go ahead and go into a main though. Saucer able to pick up one really good anti onto Pistola there, allowing him to secure that kill. Saucer's diving once again, taking out Seda, and Kind able to take out Don't Fix. That might be enough for them to go ahead and capture point here in this situation. Gatsby's running for his life right now after Don't Fix falls. And Solaire's going to go ahead and fall as well. And there's Gatsby once again. Allowing them to go and capture the first point here. Looks like they're going to try to set up for the second fight as they try to take it a little early, looks like. As Zapp is able to just take a couple of shots here.
2.5 minutes on the clock for low ground main. You're pretty much where you want to be at. Honestly, if you're low ground main, you've got both of your support ults online for this next fight. Zapp 75% off Kitsune. I mean, that's, you know, they're relatively close. They'll have it soon enough. And if you should be able to engage into these ults properly here and win out the next 2 fights pretty easily because there are no support ults to counter it inside of PNBF.
We also have Mana Boost online from Zeta right now. Let's see if we can go ahead and use that one for the next fight. High quality forced back onto the point after a little bit of a dive. He's already at half HP right now. He's waiting to get healed. And there's the Mana Boost going. He's going on the backline. Baptiste forcing the Immortality field and the Synergy. That's both survivability and utility going down. High quality is just in their backline. Not able to do a lot though, as he's forced all the way back after he gets to 1 HP. Pistola picking up high quality after being able to pick up Zeta. But high quality just got away. Gatsby on the point. See if he can stop this. He's forced to recall. But Pasola is able to answer back. He's going to just pick up Gatsby and say, hey, don't worry, I got this. Pushing up onto the team right now, but he's asked to get back in this situation after the good hold that PNBF had here. We also have the Pulse Bomb, Kitsune Rush, Inversight, and Rampage. Almost on time, but Kind with that huge pick. That could be enough for low ground main to go ahead and just get a good hit in. But Gatsby wants the trade from the Pulse Bomb. That's a big hit. Good shot, Gatsby. There is the downpour coming in. Hits 3. Those backs are going to go and fall instantly, but the Immortality is going to go and get committed there. Try and keep him alive. So they're take out. Tank that everyone else falls. As that was going to get to the faster.
That was a very expensive fight for the side of low ground main. Positive note though here is that you know, you've got your Pulse Bomb available, and Pulse Bomb is one of those just fight-changing ultimates if you can land it onto the right target. The PNBF just continuing to stall this card out is just burning more and more of your time.
Most definitely. There's going to be a huge jagged knife going in on high quality, getting him off the high ground there in that situation. Exactly able to take out Gatsby though, as he is going to go ahead and go in this DPS round. There's the engineer. It's going to go ahead and go a little bit wide after the TP. That's not a good look. As Don't Fix is going a little bit of a sneaky route right now to see if he can get a couple shots in. Gets slept and Suzu's himself instantly, forcing that sleep to just do nothing. And the engineer is going to go ahead and go to heal him. Theta holding up the long ground, and looks like we have support up the top right now. So Larry's gonna go ahead and just commit to that window. The high quality is able to take out Gatsby if they Don't Fix takes out time. So Larry's gonna get Suzu there to try and survive against high quality, but he's not going to do enough as the Amplification Matrix goes away, excuse me. High quality getting another kill after Zap's gonna hit another one, but Slayer's gonna trade out Saucer. And high quality finishing up the fight right there. Able to just go ahead and cap the second point after overtime.
Saucer just did so much right there. That Pulse Bomb landing next to Pistola and then subsequently killing Pistola right afterwards, that's the only reason that low ground just capped that point. You removed the tank and your hazard was just uncontested going into the enemy team. What a great play from Saucer. I almost hate to see them go to the Ash, but it makes sense on point 3. You're not going to be able to get much done as Tracers, too much space to cover. Look at time.
Huge kill from Kind right there. That is amazing. 1 minute left on the clock. Pistol is forced to use Shout here in this situation. Zap being forced to TP out. But Zeta able to take out Saucer. Some more shots going in right now. And oh my goodness, this is definitely just a Widow duel through and through. Nano Boost and Continuing Rush are both online, along with Downpour from high quality. You see they use it here in this situation. Anthony is going to go into Pistola as he forces it back up here. Don't Fix and Zeta able to take out a couple though. And there's the Nano Boost going on to high quality. He's just going to go ahead and take this into his own hands. I don't have much of a back to support him. So he's forced to back up here, back to the spawn area. Don't Fix is able to take out Zap. Crazy sniper duels happening left and right now.
And I mean, yeah, it's basically just Zeta's the better Widowmaker, therefore PNBF is winning right now. It's really not, there's not much analysis to put into it. One person's clicking more heads than the other one, and that's what's causing this map to go the way it's going.
As we go ahead and go into overtime in this situation right now, Anthony's going to go ahead a little wide. High quality with the touch, and there's the downpour along with the double Kitsune Rush. Solaire and Zeta able to take out a couple though. I think the Rapids are right now, you'll see. See how this goes. They're all playing cohesively as a team, but Pistola's low in HP. Forced the way back. Saucer gonna go and fall, but Zeta is able to take out high quality yet again, and that is going to be the map going to PNBF side.
That was a great fight, great map from the side of PNBF. I didn't even think about the fact that they have the better Widowmaker. That might be why they want to pick Havana. Havana, one of the like 3 maps in the game that Widowmaker can't just solo carry you on if you pick it. It's like, yeah, let's literally just play the character that can control the most space on any map in the game. On the map that they would do that on. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind as like why they would pick Havana, but like it makes perfect sense. You're super confident in your Widowmaker to just be a lobby admin for a game there, then run Havana. It's the perfect excuse to run Havana. So great insight there from the side of PNBF. Like I love to see, you know, things like that.
All right, and looks like we're gonna go ahead and hop into map 5 here, as it's 2-2 right now. from both teams. I knew this would be a close match, and I'm happy that I got to see that. Shadow, how do you
You
feel about this match so far?
It's been a really solid performance so far from both sides. It really feels like, though, if we're going to run, what is it? If we're going to run Flashpoint here or Clash on map number 5, I imagine that's going to be our choices here. I, I gotta favor low ground main. Low ground main has been really strong on maps where they have a specific area to attack and they don't have to try and like figure out spots that they need to go to, how to push a point, how to do this, how to do that. No, it's just okay, we have a point, or on the case of the push map, well, this thing is going in a straight line over here. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know the different corners and angles we need to play. So I would most definitely favor them. So I am so cool with seeing Saravasa right now, and low ground main. From what I've seen so far from them, I think they're just going to run the hazard comp again and just kind of try and control map space in that one tight area that is the point.
Most definitely. We're gonna go ahead and see how this one pans out. Any idea who's gonna take this one, Shadow?
Like I said, I think it's low ground main. They've
Okay.
done much better on the condensed maps so far, so I
Mhm.
see no reason why they wouldn't.
You're right. You're definitely right about this one. We have this last map picked. We'll see how this one goes as we wait for the ready call from both teams. How do you feel
Uh,
about Flashpoint?
I mean, it's an alright map type, it's just a 2 CP with extra steps,
Mhm.
from the old day. It's just those are the types of maps it is. It's kind of the same thing. Or no, I'm sorry, this one's control with extra steps. Sorry, I said
Mm.
that wrong. Clash Point is 2 CP with extra steps.
Yeah.
So so this one, it goes by relatively quickly. The- I kind of favor the more brawly style compositions on these maps, but you almost always have to have a Lucio. So
Yeah.
both teams should be running Lucio on this map. I mean, I would expect both teams to come out on Hazard, but we haven't seen that from PNBF so far, so I don't think they're going to do it again. And this is going to be a lot more difficult of a map for you because Seda can't just go Widowmaker on this map. There's not enough open space on this map for a hazard to not be able to be on your head immediately as a Widowmaker. So that's another reason that I'm going to favor low ground main. PNBF has been better on the more spaced out maps where they can play that Widowmaker and not be dove on top of very quickly. And this is one of those maps where you can be dove on top of incredibly quickly if you're on a hit scan or a Widowmaker.
Exactly. We're gonna go ahead and load into the final map though. This is for all the marbles. This is to see who the better team is in this series. I'm expecting amazing things from both of these teams, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'll be disappointed. I'm very ready. One more thing though, if you guys had any questions about the screen right now, we're going to type in exclamation point Factor. You will see that we are sponsored by Factor. Thanks again for Factor for sponsoring this stream. Really, really happy about that. I'm really thankful for that as well. It looks like we're going to start with these comps. How you feeling about the Ramatra here? Oh, never mind. We're having a little bit of a technical pause. We're gonna go ahead and just pause on this one right here. We'll see how this one goes. Looks like a server change is gonna be happening here soon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much more to add here. These two teams are very evenly matched so far, and either team that moves on is going to be incredibly deserving of it. Five.
I do have to agree as well.
But if we're
I
gonna
agree.
see if we're gonna see the Ramatra composition come out from PNBF, I think the only reason you would be playing that and not the Hazard is if your tank player just isn't really comfortable playing Hazard. You know, because otherwise, why not just mirror? Because Hazard is the best tank in the game right now. Like that's not even a debate. That's just a simple statement at this
It's just
point.
a fact. Just a fact of it, you know. If you look at the the top 500 players right now, most of them have been running Hazard. A lot of it too. So it looks like we're loading into the map finally. Final map, map 5 here. See how this one goes. We're waiting to see if we got some good servers right here. It looks like we do have some good servers.
Yeah, I'm sitting on 35 ping myself, so pretty
I'm on
solid.
50. Yeah.
I can't complain too much. And so here we go. Everybody seems to be happy about the servers. Me personally, I never notice any ping different. You know, maybe that's because I just play tank. I don't know. But here we go. We're gonna be seeing the Kiriko Juno coming out from PNBF with the Junker Queen as well. Again, this makes total sense to me because you're basically playing into flying Junker Queen, that being Hazard. So, okay, I'll just play Junker Queen. You know, it's basically because that's all Hazard does. Hazard's slash is basically just Junker Queen's carnage, but he flies around while he does it.
Exactly. It's like I'll play the blueprint, or you play the newfangled one. I mean, they both do the same thing. It's just how they do it is a little different. As we go ahead and get fighting on the first point here. High quality. Gonna go ahead and take the point very fast here right now. See if we can go ahead and get something. Pistola's taking a lot of damage already. But Kind is able to take out Seda instantly. Shout's gonna go ahead and get committed from Pistola here as they brawl for this point in this situation. Gatsby as well, trying to go and get a good pick in high quality, killing Gatsby instantly though as he tries to dive back on Kiriko. And Saucer able to take out 2 for the map to go to low ground main's favor.
Low ground main.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Low ground main looking a lot more coordinated, more like they were on map number 1 right now. And again, I don't know if that's due to ping issues they've been having, or if it's just the fact that you have to fight on this point most of the time, so everybody's in the area that they need to be already.
I do think it's a good idea for them, or at least a good idea for them to be in flashpoint for that situation. You highlighted that as well. Zeta taking out Zeta though, and that's going to be one of the supports falling instantly. So it looks like low ground main has to be forced to fall back here. Has to be able to take out Kind. Saucer low on HP being Suzu there is going to save his life. And it looks like high quality is just fish out of water yet again. As he walls himself in, unfortunately. The rest of his team is just falling back away as he just...
Yeah, high quality appeared to be trying to stall out the point a little bit more, but point had already flipped, so you kind of lost your opportunity to stall out for more percentage and kind of just ended up throwing your life away for no particular reason there. That's a quick twitch moment there. Kitsune Rush going to be coming out from Zap here, and this is a great play.
Oh yeah, nice little Kitsune Rush going in. A lot of disruption going in from them. But Soler's able to take out Saucer. Kind's able to pick up Pistola, and Zapid was able to Seda, taking out 2 before getting traded out by Kind. And it looks like Don't Fix is able to get the final kill there to go and flip the point over towards PNBF's favor. Soler able to pick the final one, which was Kind, and that's going to be a lot of the point going towards. Is it going to be enough though? They might be able to touch in this situation if they move fast enough.
Honestly, your best bet right now, if you're low ground main, is just to force this touch, and out comes the downpour. Does not get a soul though.
That is not a good look, and there's a Kitsune Rush coming in to answer back from this one. Soler's going to go and commit the Coalescence as high quality falls instantly, trying to go ahead and dive on that Coalescence there. And Soler's able to take out Saucer as Don't Fix takes out Zeta, and that's going to be PNBF taking the first point on Flashpoint here. They're going to go ahead and rotate their way towards the second one. Very strong performance from PNBF's side. They went ahead and secured that point, flipped it, and just...
And you know, that's honestly the best thing you could hope for if you were the side of low ground main. You forced a lot of ults out of PNBF, double support ults as well as the overclock. So now you're looking at basically the Rampage and the Pulse Bomb going up against the Blade and the Overclock and the Beat. So if you play this correctly, you can deny Rampage with just a Suzu. So I mean, This is a really good situation to be in. Great Suzu.
Is taking out Zeta though, and that's going to be the sound barrier not being able to use it. Pistola's able to take a high quality kind, trading out for Solaire and don't think that's going to be both supports down. Pistola being forced to push up here, just make a couple of choices here in this situation, but may not be enough. Supports may be down, but they still are able to secure the point. PNBF side. Looks like we're gonna go and see a little bit of the answer back from against the low ground main.
No ultimate still used yet for the side of low ground main. And, you know, what we want to see here is just kind of do an engage of some sort. Now comes the Blade.
And now comes the Rampage to go and answer back on that Blade. Blade's not able to do a lot. Behind is going to fall to Pistola. Don't fix and Gatsby able to take a couple kills, but High Quality is going to trade that back. Save and Solaire, though, trading back for the final kill. And that's going to be a team kill from PNBF side. They're showing a very strong performance here, but they did commit both of their ults that they had built up.
You know, I gotta be honest, I don't know why a Suzu or a sound barrier come out from the side of low ground. Either one of those could have pretty easily dealt with that Rampage, and now here you are, last fight territory for point number 2 here, and you have to pop this Kitsune.
Ooh, kind of able to take out Gatsby. That's a Kitsune rush going to be able to get used, so you can see if they can put this one point. High quality on the point right now. They're flooding in at the moment, and it looks like PNBF is forced to fall all the way back. Suzu's going to go and get committed there, as Solaire is going to fall to Kind. High quality did fall as well. Or excuse me, high quality didn't fall. High quality got the pick as well.
Alright, so the big thing you're going to want to watch for here is Zeta. Zeta's ultimate is so important here. It's the only thing you have to try and deny this value come out from the side of PNBF. And so you're either going to have to get a pick early or get this sound barrier off at the right time.
And there is the overclock going to go in and get committed from Kind's side. Going to get a couple hits here and there, but it's not going to be able to enough. And that's going to be the sound barrier that you just mentioned right there. And PNBF is not able to go ahead and just disrupt this whatsoever. They have to wait out the sound barrier here as it's 99 now. But High Quality was able to put the point as it stays on. Gatsby and Don't Fix picking up a lot of the kills here. And there's the overtime clock counting down. I don't think they're able to touch in this situation. Second point going to PNBF side.
That was just a little bit early on the sound barrier. You kind of needed to wait for the coalescence to come out, and that's when you needed a sound barrier, because that tick damage going on to everybody all at the same time was what PNBF needed to really secure those kills. So now you kind of just ended up using your sound barrier for no real reason, and you're putting yourself at an ult disadvantage again coming into this next point. Don't Fix has the Kitsune Rush, Gatsby has the Pulse Bomb. You have a grab Pulse Bomb combo available to you, but you just need to be careful and make sure you do not waste those 2 ultimates. Very important here.
Most definitely. That Pulse Bomb could just be rendered useless entirely by Don't Fix the Suzu. So we'll see how they bring this one out. And there's the Kitsune Rush going to go ahead and use, and there's the Graviton Surge being used there. Suzu's committed there, and right in there is what we were waiting for. Saucer with the triple kill from the Pulse Bomb. He waited out that Suzu. He knew what he had to do. And there you have it, everybody. That is what we were looking for. Great play.
And you managed to get out the Kitsune Rush as well from Don't Fix, which is very important. Now we're looking at basically a dry fight from both teams. Not really much of an ultimate to speak of. Gatsby has the Pulse Bomb. That's it, though. So, Gatsby, your team's looking for you to land this Pulse here, so you gotta make a big play.
Most definitely, Gatsby doesn't see anyone with the Pulse Bomb, or at least with the ultimate right now, and that's the Pulse Bomb. They don't have anything to go ahead and negate this, though. Unless you consider High Quality's Bubble, which was easy going to be able to do that in time. Who knows? Zeta, though, taking out Gatsby. There's the Pulse Bomb not being used at all. So this might be the rest of the point going in towards the low ground main side. But High Quality is falling instantly. Solaire, and that's a flip coming in from PNBF side. Kind of able to take out Solaire, though, for the trade. But Pistola there to go ahead and answer back with that last trade. Point's going to go ahead and get flipped into PNBF's favor, as Pistola is just showing them that he's on a rampage.
He's certainly about to be. He's certainly about to be. 93% on that ultimate. That's coming in shortly. Zeta almost with the overclock. Gatsby still has this Pulse Bomb. Not really much to speak of available for the side of low ground main. High Quality is just getting poked out so fast right now on this queen.
Suzu committed a little early there as Saucer and kind of able to take out Zeta and Solaire. Good kicks coming in from that side, but Pistola's able to answer back Kind, picking up Don't Fix though. No supports left. on the PNBF side is kind of able to get one more. It looks like High Quality has opted for the Junker Queen now. Going to answer back onto Pistola. 87% right now on the third point, excuse me.
This is either going to be PNBF just giving this point up and going to the next point. That's what it looks like. Okay, yeah, it looks like both teams are just opting to do that. And now we're going to see this next fight is going to be insane on this point because we've got Rampage available, like 3 ults available, 4 ults available for the side of PNBF as well as the side of low ground main. I really think Zeta's sound barrier is going to be key here, though. That's the big ultimate that you have to try and deny value from the side of PNBF.
They don't commit a little too early there. A couple shots going in. Is going to commit to begin this fight. And there's the orbital ray coming in, but Sata's able to take out that instantly. There's a coalescence being committed as well. Going to sustain this point. Still able to take out High Quality. A little bit of a queen difference there. And Sata able to take out Zeta. There is no sound barrier to use this fight whatsoever. Solaire taking out Pine. And that might be the point going into PNB. It is the point going into PNBF's favor, as they're able to get the necessary picks at just the right moments.
I think that was the wrong ult choice right there. Trying to use the orbital ray when you know you're going to have to cover so much ground is just not going to work out the best for you, and you don't really force anything out of PNBF. And Zeta getting another pick onto Zeta. I mean, this guy is just out here dominating on all the hit scan characters right now.
You have Solaire a little bit on the flank right now, but he's forced out. He's forced to fade out, excuse me. Shot's going to go and get committed from both sides right now, as PNBF is holding their own, using all their might to try and go ahead and stay away from there. Sata able to go ahead and take or commit to the overclocking. And there's the sound barrier being used to go and deny the overclocking. There's the Rampage. And first time falls to Pistola. Sata's going to be able to take out High Quality. There's a bunch of carnage just going in. Solaire able to take out Zaf. This is something that is a sight to behold, as PNBF just shows the most dominant performance on this map.
And it looks as though, there's going to be a touch, but there's a Kitsune available for PNBF, so not really much to be done here if you're low ground main. High Quality just barely going to get to that Rampage, but even then is just going to instantly die. And that's going to be PNBF taking it in 5 maps here. Tough series overall, but like still, you know, it felt like low ground main just kind of folded on that last map a little bit.
Most definitely, I would agree so as well, because for the entire series, it's just been a strong back and forth between the two teams. So, looks like PNBF is just able to answer back instantly and very effectively. And this play right here, as we see in the play of the game, is huge from Saucer, though. That was an amazing display of knowledge.
Yeah, no, I love teamwork plays. Grab was always one of the best ultimates to try and combo anything with, so you always love to see those sorts of things. So I'm going to say for the MVP for the side of PNBF, I'm going to say Seda. I don't know if you disagree, agree with that, or what you think. So I'm going to roll with that.
Seda there. You know, the necessary picks that they got, the great shots that they got in the end were just phenomenal. So it really did allow them to go and just sustain those points and take those fights into their hands, into their favors. So Seda definitely gets the MVP in my book.
No, absolutely. And then honorable mention for the side of low ground main, I'm going to have to give it to High Quality. I thought they did a really good job on basically every single tank they were playing. So yeah, that's what I would say. What do you think?
I do think so as well. They just, unfortunately, they weren't able to be followed up a lot by the rest of their team, but High Quality did take the necessary space that they needed and take the necessary and try to get those necessary picks that they needed for these situations. This was definitely a great sight to behold. And honestly, PNBF, well deserved. You guys played amazing out there.
Yeah, they played great, and we're going to be having an interview with Seda here shortly, so just stick around for a minute, and we'll have them in to discuss, what they're thinking, have some general questions for them. Always good to speak with people.
Hello, Seda. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Welcome to the chat here, Seda. Like we were just telling you, chat, this is Seda, our MVP of the match for the side of PNBF. And first question I'm gonna have for you is, how are you feeling? Because going into a 5 map series can be very, very draining, very tough. So, what are you feeling after that match?
I'm feeling pretty fucking cool right now. I don't know. I came here and I felt like having fun today, and I played Widowmaker and I had fun. That's how I'm feeling right now.
That's amazing. I'm glad to hear that one most definitely. I had one question for you, Seda.
Hmm.
How do you feel you could have improved in this last game or in these last games? I know you've played amazing out there. You are the MVP. What do you think you should need to work on in terms of getting better at the game?
Um, I need to. I'm not really like a team player. I really need to work on that. I'm not the most team player, and I really need to play around my teammates much more. I can't be making solo plays too much, and that's really about it. Other than that, I think I'm perfect.
I love the
Well,
confidence there.
all right, all right. Is there any team